video games! That's me! Video game guy. Turning this down. How is everyone? We're playing video games. Isn't that so crazy cool? I love video games. We're playing Zelda. Yeah, but back with the no-hit run. Might as well jump straight into it. Turn this off. Shit, was that my main profile? Yes, it was. I did that. I do this every time. I'll never learn. Never ever. Everything should be all set up though. It should be ready to rock and roll. Alright. Last time we did Rudania, yes. We did Rudania at Death Mountain. And we began Terrytown. Now we are going to get the Master Sword, but first we're going to take a brief but worthwhile expedition into Ganon's castle. And by Ganon's castle, I mean Hyrule Castle. Up. Hey, give Apple the ancient saddle, please. But we got Apple. Because this horse, she ate a Korok puzzle, which I thought was funny, so I decided to give Steve a friend. Yep. So let's go ahead, just get that ancient saddle up on there. This way we can just have her teleport too. We'll keep her up for a bit, but we're gonna swap back to Steve eventually. But yes, today we'll be plunging headfirst into Hyrule Castle. No fear. No cowardice. No shame. We will be going straight there. And we're not putting it off. We're just gonna get right into it like all the YouTubers say. And yeah, we're gonna get the memory in there. We're gonna do the couple of shrines that are around to get the remaining, because we need 2 more in order to get enough hearts to pick up the Master Sword. No, we need 2 more shrines, I mean. We need 1 more heart in total. We have 2 spirit orbs already. And then we'll pick up the memory while we're here, and the Hylian shield, and hopefully some other cool loot, you know? I think I'm gonna approach from this direction. Not sure what the best way to do this is. I know there's the back cavern where, you know, oh great. Thank God we got this. And that's where that lake has like one of the shrines there. Wait, will this hurt Apple? I don't think it does. Well, Apple's taking us far enough. I think we can make it the rest of the way. We just have to find the entrance back here, which unfortunately I forget exactly where that is. Somewhere. But obviously on the right side of it. I just don't know where it actually opens up. It's making this rain be very annoying. I know there is a shrine on this side, which we could potentially go for first. Oh, that could be a good exit shrine too. I can't see right now at all. I'm just gonna head on over. And hopefully it'll be less rainy on this if we go on in. I think a little bit, yes. Yeah, it's a bit more clear once you're inside. I think it's to the left. Oh, hold on, we got a cutscene real quick. Link, you shouldn't have come here. Alright, we're here in Hyrule Castle. Now, Hyrule Castle. Oh, hey! That scale we needed, like, way long ago. That would have been useful when we were going to that temple. Too bad we are way gone away from that memory now. Now, I think clearly Hyrule Castle gotta be one of the coolest areas in the game, right? Oh, why did I jump there? Why did I jump there? Climb back up, climb back up. Oh my god. Can I make this? No. Well, yeah, gotta be one of the coolest areas in the game. And last time I talked about how I'd like to see dungeons that are a bit like this in Tears of the Kingdom. Here's my one complaint with it, though. Because this area is otherwise basically pretty perfect for how it plays into Breath of the Wild. I'm not actually the hugest fan of the fact that you have to come here once before you can actually, like, get all the memories. Like, it would have been pretty darn cool, in my opinion, if you came here to get, like, I mean, if you just didn't come here at all until the very final battle. But no, instead you have to do what we're doing right now and infiltrate it once in order to obtain the memory. But on the bright side, there is some good shit here. So there's more than one reason to come in. Uh-oh. Is this it? It might be. I think. Yeah, this is it. This is what I was looking for. The shrine should be like up there, I think. Oop. Careful now. Careful. We can easily kill this guy. There we go. Gotta get this blade, it's too good. Alright, now we don't really have to fight a lot of these guys. I was wondering why the minimap wasn't displaying, but that does. I'm on the Pro HUD. I don't know why I would like be thinking for that. Of course that's not here, obviously. Yeah, this area is really cool. It's like a maze sort of deal. And it has this shrine. So this is one of two we need to get today. And then after this, we just have to find the Hylian Shield and go climb up to the memory, which will probably be the most difficult part today. Let's get this. Now, if we wanted to, we could also get some of the Royal Knights like set. Those weapons kind of suck though, so we're not gonna do that actually. What's this one? A major test of strength, of course. Alright. Annoying. Figure it out though. I think that would make this easier. I do have one strength up. Not sure when I'm gonna use this, so might as well pop it now. Wearing the best armor. Get this up. Yep. Shock arrow. Actually, ice arrows will probably be better. Save it. Let's get this. Major. Gonna obviously want to get Magnesis out. Fuck, it's already broken. The swords in this game are plastic! What if that was just my breaking point? That was where I just get irrational anger at this game? Plastic, I tell you! Don't worry, there's a lot of good weapons here, and he's gonna drop like 3 of them. We're already making pretty good work of him. Perfect! Alright. This is going pretty well so far, I'd say so. Oh. Oh yeah, they're immune, alright. God, please. Whew, that was a close one. And we restocked too on all these. Okay, let's see what's inside this good old chest. Oh, another flame blade. Okay. I've talked about this flame blade being sentimental to me. But when you're faced with literally just a straight upgrade, right? And it's of the same weapon, I think I can make a compromise. Canonically, this is me actually just upgrading the same weapon. This is the same flame blade, but it just got powered up for being with me for this entire journey. So yeah, we're gonna say that. Because I want to keep all my other stuff too. And this way I'll be able to actually use the flame blade a bit too, because the other one's basically gonna break. Now, if your opinion is that, Jason, that's bullshit. One, that's a completely fair opinion to have. Two, shut up. Anyway. Alright, we got that. Now, we just need to go get that Hylian shield. Where the heck is that in relation to us? Okay. Okay. If we exit out the way we came in from, I think we can go through a system that will bring us straight to its location. Yes. So that'll be, we're going to come back from where we came. Oh. Aha, suckers. Oh. I was really worried I was going to swim under that for a second, which caused it to break. Ah, catch up now, bitch! This guy sucks. He's a loser. Unlike me, who's the coolest guy in town. Alright, welcome to jail. Want to be careful here, because there's some pretty tough enemies around, and we might accidentally free them if we're stupid. Don't worry, we're not stupid. Ah, look, see? There's a Royal Guards Claymore. This has such little durability, it's not useful except here. So we might as well kill some things now. Like this guy, right? Shit. Ow, that hurt a lot, actually. Wow. Wow, that killed me, actually. There's no consequence to that. Don't worry, guys. I just played bad. I just played badly. See, we're literally same location. Although, I was intending to come back here to re-pick up that spear, which means we've now lost it. So that is slightly unfortunate, because I didn't want to actually lose it or anything. But that's how the cookie crumbled this time, I guess. So we'll just run past this one. This does mean we can use this thing against this guy, though. Oh, we still have some attack up, which is even better. Oh, we have it spawning, bro. Yeah. Die. Easy. Wow, this quest is going a lot quicker and better than I thought it would. Flashback to me dying 5 minutes ago. Not even like 1 minute ago. Actually, unironically, it was 1 minute ago. You know how I can tell? Because I'm just ran out of attack up. Which I had a minute of. We got some good stuff now, though. Yeah, I like swords more, so I'll drop that one since we just got a new one. I do wish we could use more spears, but I feel like this one's more valuable. I mean, we do have 2 other frost weapons. It doesn't matter that much. Nah. Hylian shield, my beloved. We got him. We brought her home. Oh, look at it. Alright, good news. We don't need another shield for the rest of the playthrough. Actually, we will be doing all of the DLC. So, maybe. I can't tell you that. Alright, anything else? Alright, now I think... Yeah, there's nothing else to do here besides to climb up and get the memory at Zelda's chambers. So, up we go. Oh, I almost missed this one. Topaz. Ow. I kind of wanted whatever that blue glowy thing was in. Oh, hello, Dragapult. Welcome. It's going really well. I'm in Hyrule Castle. I just got this, the Hylian shield. We're going for the memory here now. But yeah, I wanted the, that blue glowy thing because, I don't know. I figured it would be good. Yeah, well, not quite. We have to go get the other memories, and then I plan to do the DLC. But this is definitely like... We're mostly through the run now. Like, I know. But... it'll go a lot quicker than... It's not going to be like another 10 streams, right? Because the DLC's a lot quicker, I feel like. I'm pretty sure it'll be like 5 more at most, maybe even less. Depends on how long they are. Oh, shit. Disaster. But yeah, I don't think it'll be too much more. And by DLC, I just mean the Champions Ballad. I'm not gonna do the Master Trials or anything. That's too much. Well, I will actually. I'm gonna do the Trial of the Sword, but on Master Mode on a different account. Yeah, so just the story DLC. We're not gonna, you know, be doing the hard stuff. Alright. Yeah, exit here. But yeah, then like I said, I plan on actually, because I've never beaten the sword trials on like master mode, so I figure I can just kind of play that for a while and try. And if everything goes well today, which it should based on my, like, I mean, I'm almost done here in Hyrule Castle, so things are going pretty quickly. So if things continue, oh, the memory's right up there. But yeah, if things continue, then, it should be fairly easy enough to, at least start the DLC. Like I said in my Discord, I want to do the one-hit obliterator today. And if time goes incredibly well, then I guess we could start moving to Gerudo, which is where the where we'll start doing the DLC at, because that's where the next Terrytown quest member is. And that's how I'm kind of deciding what order to do everything in, because I am trying to do Terrytown, which sounds pretty terrible in this challenge run. But if you're doing the DLC, then that means you have to make another lap around Hyrule anyway. So I think it'll work out. Just like how I hope climbing up this will work out at the angle I've chosen. Ignore me. Okay, we're in. Ah, we made it. Okay, cutscene time. Everyone, get your popcorn and shut up and watch the story. No, this isn't just an excuse for me to stop being a streamer. Shut up. Yo, Dairy Queen Blizzards go super hard.
Incredible. We're at a point now where we can actually control them. At the current rate, we'll soon know all we need to know about the Guardians and the Divine Beasts. And should Ganon never show itself again, we'll be well positioned to defend ourselves.
What are you doing out here, Zelda?
Yeah, sure, man. Go ahead and send me a picture of the Dairy Queen Blizzard.
Results of the experiment with the Guardians. These pieces of ancient technology.
Did they turn it upside down when we got it?
They are essential to Hyrule's future, and our research demands.
There's something so funny about interrupting a cutscene to talk about a Dairy Queen Blizzard.
You currently have a crucial unfulfilled responsibility to your kingdom. Let me ask you once more. When will you stop treating this as some sort of childish game?
I'm doing everything I can. I'll have you know that
I see it.
Returned from the Spring of Courage.
What flavor did you get?
Of my prayers to the goddess.
And now you are here wasting your time. You need to be dedicating every moment you have to your training.
Yeah, they always do that. Ooh, mint Oreo. Pretty good. What's going on?
Don't you see there's
You having daddy issues, Zelda? I wasn't paying attention. I was talking about Dairy Queen.
That you'll allow me to contribute here in whatever way I can.
No more excuses, Zelda. Stop running away from your duty. As the king, I forbid you to have anything to do with these machines from this moment on, and command you to focus on your training. Do you know how the gossip mongers refer to you? They are out there at this moment, whispering amongst themselves that you are the heir to a throne of nothing but failure. It is woven into your destiny that you prove them wrong. Do you understand?
Yes, I understand.
Nice. Oh yeah, this cutscene. What? Oh, I missed it. that guy's kind of a jerk. Yep. Also, his voice kind of sounded different when he was alive than when he was a ghost, for some reason. Kind of weird, but, thank you, yes, I know. Don't worry, you can just watch it on YouTube. I mean, I know what happens in it, I was... yeah. I'm sure it wasn't any plot crucial details. We can get out of here now. We're gonna head this way, because I know there's a shrine that's like on an island nearby we can pick up. What the heck just happened to the guy? That guy? Wait, what the? What? I could honestly believe that. But first things first, what the heck happened to that guy? Did he just disappear? Yeah, see, there was a guy there, and he just said... He was taking aim, and now he's gone. What? Alright, thank you. Yeah, he no-clipped out the map. Yeah, he said no thanks, actually. Oh, a bit too. Gotta head this way. It's on this island. He was scared, I think. Oh! Oh. Now, the one downside to the absolute speed that I cleared that place in is, does mean that I did not get any Guardian parts, really. Which, it could be beneficial to kill someone such as this guy, so that we can, you know, get some parts so that we can pick up some of that armor later on. So, watch this! Like that. Ooh, that was clean. No cores, unfortunately, but still, that should help. Okay, over here. I remembered this specific Korok puzzle for some reason. I knew it was here. Oh, wait. That's not a rusty shield. This is... Wait a minute. Wait a minute! Oh, it's been a while since we've gotten one of these. This is one of the EX expansion pass chests, filled with some sort of goodie. Let's take a look at it. Tingle! Thank you. There's gotta be a rusty shield nearby for that one Korok puzzle. I mean, I won't, like, be upset if there's not, but I figured there would be. There it is. So, how's your day then? Pretty good. I've been editing the next part of this for YouTube. It's the same one, Gerudo Desert. The first pass of it's basically done. So basically all I have to go in is and like trim it down some more and then do a couple more intensive edits on parts. And then my plan is to do that tomorrow morning and hopefully get it out like at 3-ish. But yeah. That's what I've been doing today. What about you? How's your day been? Oh no. I hate fighting the flying guys. They're exclusively annoying. He's searching alright. Okay, there we go. Oh yeah, pretty good. Especially since I got the blizzard, yeah. Ooh, comics? I've read like some manga and probably at least one comic in my time, but oh, you're gonna film some stuff too? Nice. Good. Uh-oh. Do I have to kill this guy? But yeah, what comics did you get? Wait, really? Yeah, I haven't read that much stuff. But, mostly, I mean, it's just not been on my radar, really. But it would be cool to look at a couple things. Oh, I think this is effective. Ow, it's unfortunate we're fighting this guy in the rain. Just some DC stuff? Nice. Oh, the range is cleared up. How convenient. Yeah, these clubs do extra damage to it, I'm pretty sure. Nice. I don't know if we even had to... I feel like we had to. Did we? No, not at all, actually. I'm just being stupid, apparently. Where in the world is this entrance? It might be underground. I knew there was one here, I just forgot where it was. Oh, it's on this one, isn't it? Well, at least we got a diamond from that, I guess. Ow. Is it the Christmas special you're filming, or, are you gonna do another thing? Oh, I see the image you sent. Nice. Yeah, for your filming. What are you gonna be doing? Yeah, Christmas special still? Nice. Okay. The shrine, like, looking for a music starts, so that means, it's nearby. Oh, there it is. Yeah, you have to get it out either today or tomorrow. I'm putting a deadline on myself. Yeah, I have to do that sometimes, too. To make sure it actually comes out. Alright, found it. And then hopefully, once you get that out, we'll be able to move forward with the collab, which shouldn't take too long to film, I have to guess, since we're gonna do it together, I assume. Or we could do it, you know, how you suggested, where I record it. We'll figure it out. Yeah, but I don't think it'll take as long as some of the other stuff, since we have it now. Oh, another one of these? There's 2 in this vicinity? Yeah, so am I. I can't wait. We've been working on it for a while, but it's finally coming together. Kinda weird they put 2 tests of strength, like, within Hyrule Castle. Especially, this is next to Hyrule Castle. No one's coming here when it's like a minor test. This is probably just put here so that you have a chance to, like, you know, show how far you've come by destroying something. I think since November or December. Yeah, probably that long since we've been working on it. We're finally moving forward. Hopefully whenever we do, you know, 3D World, it won't take as long. Nah, it won't take as long. Because now we have, like, the process all set up, right? Oh, wait. Wait, why am I picking up the shield? I don't care. I have the Hylian shield. It does not matter. Alright. We have 4 spirit orbs now, and we have... Yeah, we've done everything I needed to do in Hyrule Castle, I believe. Which means now we can head on over to Korok Forest and prepare to grab Evil's Bane, the Master Sword. Everyone's favorite. Ooh, wait, wood. Oh, we need a lot of wood for Terrytown, so that's convenient. There we go. Are there any trees out here? Not really. I was gonna throw that to, Oh my gosh, I killed a fox, I think, with that. Alright, what's the best way forward? Probably this direction. We'll hop up over there. And then we can summon my horse. And we'll ride on over to Korok Town. Oh, speaking of Korok Town, do I even have enough arrows for this? There they are. If I play the best Zelda of my life, yeah. Oh, thank God, it's just the one. Cool. So, another Korok. Now, we're probably gonna want hopefully we have enough seeds to get, like, a couple upgrades, because I don't really want to have to go back to, the forest ever again. So, whatever, like, inventory we have after this is basically just gonna be the max amount we have for the rest. Which, I shouldn't really need any more bows, and now that I have the Highland Shield, I probably won't need any more shields either, so we'll be able to just put it all into this. And hopefully we'll be able to get a couple. Oh, is it about to rain right when... Oh, there's a bit more of a softer spot. No, wait. Does it? I think if we head over here, it's a bit more of a hill. So yeah, we'll go onto this thing. And that'll let us get up easier. Yeah, this will... And it's not quite raining yet, so... Alright. Luckily it doesn't seem quite like it's gonna rain. Well, it definitely seems like it's gonna rain, but hopefully we can climb up over this wall before that happens. And if not, it looks like there's kind of a slope over there, but let's go ahead and... No, we're gonna go up over here first. This seems like a better exit point. It's gonna start raining any minute now, and I'm gonna be irrationally angry. Wait, the sky kind of is cleaning up. Hold on. Well, oh wait, we don't even need to climb anymore. There's Apple. You got a new horse. Okay, you're wondering for the flyer. Yes, what about it? Which Mario would you want drawn on it? You can probably just do 3D Land Mario, right? I was thinking the one on the cover of Mario 3. Oh, wait. Yeah, that'd look way better. Yeah, go for that one. That's a lot more iconic, too. Go for that. Oh, no. Choo-choo ambush. And they're gone. Most pathetic shield surf of all time goes to that. What a crazy game. Hop on the choo-choo train. Yeah. That art book leaked. I haven't talked about that on stream yet, but yeah, the art book for Tears of the Kingdom leaked. I didn't look... I looked at when the initial leak happened, and it was just the very minor stuff. I looked at some of those pages. And, it's looking cool, but I decided not to look at, anything. I did read some of what people were saying about it, and so apparently the leak is mostly just outfits, characters, and locations. You're looking at a bunch of stuff for it? That's cool. Don't tell me anything, though, you know? And if you talk about it in the Discord, just spoiler alert. But otherwise, yeah, I did read a couple of things on it. Like, I know that, like, it's on, like, Nintendo everything. Yeah, I saw that there, too. I clicked on that article, and I got a glimpse of some things, and I said, I'm gonna click off of this now. Where's my horse at? Wait. Where's my horse? Apple? Says they're right up here. Yeah, I saw a couple of them that looked a bit like dungeons, so I'm pretty sure those are coming back in like a more full form. But to be fair, I've been pretty certain those were coming back since we found out that there's gonna be like 7 of something to collect in the like title drop trailer. I know the person who's on the mural, like that got leaked, but I haven't seen that one yet. So I don't know what that character looks like or who that is. I assume it's Hylia, but maybe not. It might be like something else, and I am excited to figure that out. I mean, they'll probably reveal that next trailer. And I know a bunch of enemies and like locations got it sounds really cool is what I'm saying. And luckily it doesn't seem like anything super major story or like location wise was leaked, right? So it seems kind of like an ideal thing where it like puts to ease the minds of people, but also doesn't completely ruin it. But you know, that said, I want to discover most of what's in there myself. But yeah, it looks neat. Alright, we're gonna do this tower first. Wait. Oh, this is my new horse, by the way. Apple. Steve the horse is still fine, but I was doing a Korok puzzle, and, like, she walked over, right? And it was one of those apple ones, and she just started eating the apples that were already placed there, so I decided to give Steve a friend by recruiting her. So I thought that was neat. Ah! Yo, I had to put my blizzard away since my cat was going on my desk and trying to get it. I can't believe your cat would do this. Unfortunate for the blizzard train. Oh, what do you... Oh. Sorry. Shit, I missed. What do you mean that didn't hit? The depth perception on this is completely off, apparently. Yeah, should do anything for anything milk related. Nice. Can't believe I just wasted like so many arrows right there. Can I even get to it? It might be... Oh, this guardian's alive. How has it not like... Yeah, like 6. Yeah, 6 arrows. How is this guardian not woken up yet? I'm standing right on its back. Okay, I'm gonna try and walk away slowly. Normally they wake up by then, but I guess this one decided to spam me for no particular reason. Okay, if we jump up there, then we can probably grab that chest. I don't know if I've ever actually done this obstacle course, and I'm not sure why anyone would. Nope, don't fall in the mud. Don't fall in the mud. Yeah. Pretty much just exclusively easier to approach from the back. Oh, see, look, it all worked out. We got most of them back. Oh. If we go up this way, it should make getting this a bit easier. About to rain. Go. Don't touch those barrels! Oh, I mean, that one wanted to fall. You only seen the first 3 or 4 pages? I see. I heard that one of those first couple pages contains like a couple spoilers, but I don't know. I don't know how much you heard me talk about it since you had to go put up the blizzard. No, basically I was just like, you know, I know something that looks like dungeons are in it, and I know like I don't think we get mostly Link and some fish. Okay. Yeah, I know the like character who's on like the mural and some of the like the one that has like the 7 like tiers or whatever surrounding it. Apparently their actual designs in it. And there's some dungeon looking areas. Yeah. I think there's a lot of enemy types we haven't seen yet, but none of the enemies we did see yet, which is weird. And I think Ganon, like, well, I guess the Nintendo Ninjas are going to take this down soon. Yeah, you know, they'll probably try their best, I assume. And whoever, like, let this leak is definitely going to get fired and probably die soon after. What was I saying about it, though? I think... What else is in that book? There's so much, man. Probably getting sued after death. Yeah, after death, you know. If it's anything like that short Sword and Shield guide leak, I don't think it's quite as big as that. But it's I heard that like there's no like super huge spoilers, right? Or like any. I don't think there's anything big in it. I think it's mostly early game and general stuff. Oh, your question, yeah, Ganon. I think Mummy Ganon appears a couple times, and like there's a like some sort of mural of Ganon, but I don't think like anything super spoily appears. So I've read quite a bit about what's in it. I have not looked at what's actually there, and by what's in it, I mean just general concepts of what's in it. So like I know there's like outfits and enemies. And apparently there's one new mechanic that gets, like, somehow revealed in it. Hang on, I'll check it again real quick. Alright, remember, don't spoil anything, though. Just, like, you know, you can talk generally about it, but don't, like, you know, completely say specifics. But yeah, apparently there's a new mechanic which got like somehow revealed in it, which I definitely do not want to know, but is exciting to think about. Apparently there's like 51 pages. Yeah, I think it's someone like that. So yeah, it's quite big. Which I'm not sure how big the Sword and Shield guide was, but that's a guidebook, so that's obviously spoiling like everything. Well, this is more of just a general art book, which I have to assume they did that this way because you know, people will like look at the guide on day one. I mean, at the art book on day one, so it probably won't give everything away. Can you, like, leave me alone? Also, am I late to say how a character looks in a general sense? Yeah, sure, go ahead. Like, she has a big nose. Yeah. Yeah, you can, like, give general stuff. If you somehow figure out who they are, don't reveal that, though. We're in the lag forest now, so that's always exciting. Yeah, that's what I've heard. Which I assume that, you know, that's the lady who's, like, in, like, the mural with like the 7 tiers or whatever. Yeah, I figured that out. Okay, let's see if I... Oh wait, hold on, we're not quite at the end of the torches yet. Yeah, I'm assuming she's Hylian. Or Hylia, yeah. That's probably who she is, but, you know, maybe she'll be some crazy thing. Alright, let's see. Now, I could pick up this torch, yeah, right? And, I could use that to guide me through, but you'll notice that all these weapons are really good, and, but none of them are wooden, so they can't be used to light a flame. So let's go ahead and see if I remember the pathing to this. Shit. Oh, I do not remember the pathing to this at all. This was a mistake on every level. At some point you have to take a turn, but I forget when. Nope, nope. Not there. Maybe around here. There's like moblins. I did see that, so I'm pretty sure it like confirms that we will be like crafting stuff out of their head. Where am I? Right? Where am I going? You saw something really cool? Don't spoil it. Is it the new mechanic or like or a location? You can say what it is, but don't say what like it is. You know, you understand. Now it's kind of hard to talk. Now it's kind of hard to talk about in a general way. Here you can just say location, person, or gameplay idea. New costume for like. Oh, I know what you're talking about. I haven't seen the page for that, but I know. Is it the like Link's Awakening one? Yeah, that. I can't wait to find that like on my own. That'll be fun to see. Direction am I going, man? Yeah, it might be an amiibo thing. Gotta be this way. Good news, I've looped back around to where we started. Now I could throw in the towel and get that torch, but I am not a coward. We just need to get like right there. This one. Oh. Ganon T-posing. Nice. Is he still like in mummy form? Alright. I do wonder if he'll get rehydrated. We're getting close. There's a shrine nearby. Where am I going? If he does, you know, he'll probably be near at the end of the game. I'm thinking he'll kind of look more like Demise in the game. Probably. Oh. Damn it. Okay, I think the sad truth of the matter is that I do not remember the pathing to go and get the to get there. After it gets brought back, probably. No, come on, I can get through this. Gotta be this way then, right? Stop! No, stop laughing! It'll be cool to see what they do. Oh, God. Okay, fine. I'll pick up the torch. Fine. You happy, game? Like a really fat guy with pointy ears. I see. Wait. I will not pick up the torch, actually, game. Okay, go. Go. Okay, then. I was keeping that shield because I liked the design, but alright. Oh, wait, what's in here? Oh! Wait, but that's still not helpful. Like, at all. I'm gonna take one more crack at wandering through. Oh, that was one of the few images I saw. Oh, wait. Wait, I think I'm cracking the code live on stream, you guys. Why did it autocorrect? That's a great question. He's cracking it. I know, right? I'm figuring it out. Not that way. Nope, nope. God, stupid. I refuse to drop my arms. This is going to take longer than Hyrule Castle. I could have been in the forest by now if I just gave up and just picked up the torch. Nope, 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 nope. There's a lot of characters with mushroom motifs, so that'll probably play a big role. Alright, I think I noticed a couple like that. Now, probably for the underground areas. I saw a couple of, like, plants growing, which was pretty interesting, so I have a feeling the underground's going to be heavily mushroom-themed. Okay, which of these items am I most okay with dropping? None of them is the answer, but I have to choose one, unfortunately. This probably took some big damage at some point, so we'll go ahead and just swap it out. Is it an enemy? Or what? He might play a bigger role in the game. It's pretty fun playing like this game of telephone where we talk about this this stuff without showing me. Nah, a story character from the looks of it, I see. Interesting. Like a long mane of white hair. I wonder if there's like any bosses in that book, maybe. That'd be pretty cool to see. He kind of looks like a lion with gray skin. That sounds kind of like a Lionel, if I'm being honest with you. But we'll see. Who wears a black robe. Okay, that no longer sounds like a Lionel. Okay, we're here. Stupid torch made me drop my ice blade. Yeah, this game of telephone's the best one. What if there was like a telephone like tournament or something? Where you had to like the sentences increase in complexity every single round, and it was like a game of who can communicate the best. That tournament would suck, actually. Never mind. The reason I think he'll play a big role is because Link is wearing a similar outfit to his in one of the pages. Ah, I see. Interesting. Alright, we're here. That means we're probably gonna get a cutscene. Right, Dekuchi, here we are. Welcome to Lag Forest. Oh, here it is. Oh, yeah. Another one is a race and a female from the looks of it. I see. Yeah, they'll probably be underground, guys. Give me another heart container. This is actually the last heart container I'll get for this run. We have to make do after this. And a pirate ship. Ooh, I wonder. The islands. I don't know if you saw that video, but the two islands off in the sky, not in the sky, off in the ocean. Will we go there? Yeah, you did. All right, good. That. Well, the islands. We have to go to the islands, Dragapult. That'd be so cool. I mean, they could also just be in the ocean, but we'll see. Like the ocean that we already have. A moblin ship. Oh, it all sounds so neat. I like how this is basically spoiling me on it anyway, but I don't really care. This is a most preferable way. The island station! We have to go to the islands! We have to go back! Alright, let's get this sword. Ooh, Lag Forest is going hard. He looks emo in this shot. I can't wait for that outfit. Let's get it.
Link, you are our final hope. The fate of Hyrule rests with you.
I'm actually being quiet for this one.
Did I doze off again? Well. It's you. You finally decided to return. Better late than never. After 100 years, I'd nearly given up hope on seeing you again. Even my patience has limits, you know. That look on your face tells me that you have no recollection of me, however. I have watched over Hyrule since time immemorial. Many have referred to me over the ages as the Deku Tree. That is the weapon created by the ancient goddess. The sword that seals the darkness that only the chosen knight can wield against the Calamity Ganon. Believe it or not, it was actually you who wielded that sword 100 years ago. But I must warn you to take extreme caution. The sword stands as a test to anyone who would dare attempt to possess it. As you are now, I cannot say whether you are worthy or not. If you sought to free the sword in any sort of weakened state, you would surely lose your life where you stand. Best of luck, young one.
Alright, there we go. Yes, I did see the cheese in that. That was one of the few pages I saw. Anyway. If you hope to pull the sword from its resting place, you must use your true strength. About 13 hearts should do. Let us see whether you currently possess that amount. Got it. Oh, we should stream Mario 3D Land when we play for the video. Hold on, I'll get back to that. Master Sword time. I do have the power.
Your master will come for you. Until then, you shall rest safely here. Although the slumber of restoration will most
Remember when we
certainly
thought
surprise
this
you,
version of the Master Sword was really like beating up?
trust me when I say
This rust.
you know he will arrive before you yet again.
Times. Yeah.
If I may be so bold, what is it that you are planning to do next, Princess?
The Master Sword. I heard it speak to me. It seems that my role is unfinished. There is still something I must do.
I sense there is great strength in your dedication.
Great Dekutri, I ask of you, when he returns, can you please relay this message? Tell him
Now then, words intended for him would sound much better in the tones of your voice, don't you think?
Yes.
Nice. No ruining the moment, but I had to. This should have been the title screen for this game. Why wasn't it? That would have made so much sense. Yeah, the Master Sword's like literally melted now. Like Fi is gonna be pissed. Or probably dead, one of the two. There we go.
You just saw happened where you stand 100 years ago. After you were separated from the sword, the princess thought to bring it here, where she knew that it would be safe.
Yeah, it's almost over. After so many streams. I mean, we do have the DLC, but it won't take that long, I feel like. I think I can get through it.
Within the confines of Hyrule Castle. Her heart cascades with faith that you will return.
Oh yeah, and Tears of the Kingdom.
She has a smile like
Yeah, we're gonna jump straight into that one.
much to feel its warmth upon me once again.
It'll be good. Maybe you can bring your old horses back. I would like to bring Steve back, if possible. That blade. It has a name. It is the Master Sword. They said it! Yes! Yes! When used against Calamity Ganon, or those tainted by his malice, it will become fused with holy light. Thank goodness, we finally got the sword. People have been asking me about it this entire game, and now we have it, and they can stop asking. At such times, the true power of the sword will manifest. But be warned, do not rely too much on its power. If you wield it without need, its power will be exhausted, and it will no longer be of use to you. To this happen, you must wait for the sword to recover. Well, that's kind of a cop-out, but alright. It was a partner a century ago. Use it with care, and wield it bravely, for the one who waits for you. Just got this game called Chex Quest HD on Switch. It's kind of boring. Oh, that's why you were talking about it. Yeah, I think people... That one was really just special because it was like a child-friendly Doom clone back in the day. Alright, we got it. Okay, it's just Doom, but it was like $2, so I was like, why not? Am I right, lol? Yeah. You know, I'm pretty sure the actual Doom goes on sale for like $2 fairly often. Shakalaka! It's you! We meet again! What's with the silent treatment? Don't you remember me? I'm the musician of the Korok Forest, Hestu! I'm impressed you found your way through the Lost Woods and made it here. So have you brought me any Korok seeds? I sure hope so. If you return them, I'll expand your inventory. Oh, you actually own the first 4? Yeah, I only have the first one. But, I am interested in the rest of the series. I think I have, Doom 64 on PC. I got it for my birthday, I see. Wait, Chex Quest or Doom? That's a very important distinction. I was interested in them. Okay, I'm gonna assume Doom, because it would be very sad if you got Chex Quest for your birthday. Oh, the Doom Slayer collection. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I was actually considering getting that for, like, Christmas or something. But, my only hang-up with it is that, Doom 2016 would require, like, a download. Which I don't really like those games that require that. So I'll probably just play Doom on, like, PC via Game Pass at some point. Yeah, on cartridge, but I know you still have to, like, download something to play, like, which is unfortunate. Yeah, I'll probably play, eventually, this is, like, who knows when. I don't really know. I'm pretty sure, I don't know. I'm sure it's fine. I mean, it's pretty, Doom is one of the more impressive ports. I've seen, like, the Digital Foundry video on it. Yeah, I'm sure it'll be fun anyway, but that was just my one reason I didn't get it. But I'll probably play, I know I have Doom 64 on PC, and I want to try out 2016 and then Eternal at some point. But I will probably just skip 2 and 3. I got a code for all the OG ones, and I've been playing them to try to play the 16 one. Yeah, I know what that collection contains. So yeah, sounds cool. One day I'll try them. All right, we got. This is basically the last of the upgrades we'll be getting. Can I upgrade my bows? I might as well. Yeah, might as well. I mean, I'm not going to be spending these on anything else. Not coming back here ever. Can you light the background forest on fire? Unfortunately, I don't think that's possible, but it sure would be really nice. So that way you can just walk through it. That's what happens in, Tears of the Kingdom, you know? Well, I mean, realistically, it probably gets lifted up into the sky, but if you watch all the trailers, the Great Deku Tree's just missing. So something happens to the forest. Yeah, like, if you look at all the trailers, he's just not in the background at all. So he's just dead. Yeah. I thought he said here, when used against Calamity Ganon, or Tingle. Wish that'd be... imagine. I hope Tingle actually appears in the sequel. That'd be pretty neat. Okay. Maybe he'll come back like in Ocarina of Time. Well, I think Majora's Mask was his first ever... Oh, wait. Oh, I thought you were talking about Tingle. Never mind. Yeah. Yeah, he does, you know, like, get planted. So, that might happen again. I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, definitely, it gives some same Majora's vibes. It's still kind of its own... It's definitely... I feel like you could even say it's more like Zelda 2 on the NES a little bit. What's your favorite Zelda game, by the way? And don't say Wind Waker. It's this one. But I have also not played as much of the series as I'd like to. I've not played Twilight Princess or Skyward Sword. I am gonna be playing Wind Waker probably nearish the end of March during like spring break or whatever. Do I have the fish? I do. I'm playing both of those? Yeah, how is it? Well, how are both of they? They're pretty good games. Nice. I don't even know what the reward for this is, but I want to do it. Small, red, round, and sweet. Yep. I just mostly hate the Skyward Sword motion controls. Are you playing on Wii, or are you using the Switch version? Because I know you can turn them off in the Switch one. Iron Shoe? No. Pumpkin. It's probably a pumpkin. Do I even have any of those? Oh, I don't think I have, Damn, I don't have a pumpkin. You're playing it on Wii? Oh, yeah, that's why. Yeah, I think even... The motion controls are probably better on Switch, too, just because, Actually, I don't know. That might be more of a lie. I don't know. Because the Switch uses gyro aim and has to use a reset function, but I'm not sure. I know the aiming is more loose on Wii. I mean, on Switch. Which, that's a plus. But yeah, if I play it, I'll probably pick up the Switch version at some point, because, that just seems like it would be better. How's Twilight Princess? Kind of disappointed I don't have a pumpkin. I wanted to do this quest only because I have, this fish, the Voltfin trout, which I remember the first time I ever did this one, I had no clue what the Voltfin trout was or how to get it, so, like, I had to, like, go through the effort of getting it. He probably just gives you rupees, I don't remember. It's alright. I mostly wanted the sick AF Joy-Cons. Those Joy-Cons do look pretty good. Here's my problem with any Joy-Con variation. I can't, like, justify it to myself because of, like, the drift, right? Like, I know that they'll all break. So, like, right now, like, I have green Joy-Cons on my Switch, right? And I'm literally, like, scared to use them outside of decoration. So, like, because I know if I use them too much, they'll start drifting, which is really unfortunate. I hope they fix it for their next console. But Twilight Princess is very good. But be warned, I've only played, like, the first hour or so my experience isn't that good, lol. I have played the first hour or so of that game, but, like, as a giant kid. I mean, as a little kid. And the paint might chip a bit. I mean, not, like, I can deal with the paint chipping. I can deal with that. It's just the fact that they'll become unusable. So I really hope they fix that on the next console. Yeah. A giant kid. Yeah, I know. Hopefully they'll fix it. I hope. God, please. Now we just have to walk out of here in reverse. The torch here? Nope. Yeah, hopefully, I hope they'll fix it. They'd have to. It's like the biggest complaint with the Switch. Hopefully I can walk out of here. Alright, out of the Zelda games I played, I did Ocarina of Time on my 3DS, which was very good. And I have attempted Majora's Mask so many times. And I really want to, like, I feel like I should love that game, but I just have not been able to, like, go through it all. The next attempt I make on that game, I'm going to, probably play it via an emulator and get some enhancements on it. Yeah. I have it on 3DS and Wii U. Oh, the torch. We made it out. I know there's a guy, like, in the forest who lets you, like, he leads you out or whatever, but I'm counting that as teleporting, so that's why I wanted to walk out. But we made it. Yeah, I loved Ocarina of Time 3D. That was really good. Yeah, but yeah, I have it on 3DS and Wii U, which I know the 3DS version's not ideal. There's that one famous video by Nero where he talks about some of its problems, but I mean, it's still probably a fine version, and I could probably enjoy that one. But I think I'd like the aesthetic and like difficulty of 64, so that's why I'm trying to do that one instead. Which is why I got it on Wii U. What I didn't realize about the Wii U emulation for N64 games was not just that they had the dark filter, which I could deal with that. I could deal with the dark filter. What I cannot deal with is the fact that there's like horrible input lag on it, where it's like a second behind. Oh yes, of course, I almost forgot about bringing that back up. But yeah, we should play 3D World. You said 3D Land last time you brought it up. I was gonna correct you, but yeah, we should definitely stream 3D World if that's something you want to do. It'd be fun. Yeah, we can try and set that up at some point. Alright. Hey, good news. We got the, we did it. We got the sword. And we don't have to go back there ever again. How do you record the audio on Discord for it, by the way? So what I'd probably do is I'd capture my, my desktop audio. Well, okay, so it'd be fairly easy for me. For the stream, yes. So it would actually be pretty easy because it's not a game. It's not a PC game. So I'd be able to play 3D Land on the Switch, which is its own thing. Oh wait, I might have to. No, what I can do is I'll make the capture card be its own audio port, since that's something I can do. So that way 3D World will be on its own channel, and then desktop audio can be its own thing. So that way I can turn up your volume and the games individually, and then my volume, my microphone's its own thing too. So that should work out. Up next, we're heading over to the Great Plateau. It's time to do the one-hit obliterator. Which, on the way, I'll try and pick up some memories. I know there's one, like, in front of Hyrule Castle. There's a bunch around here. I don't even know if I'll get this one. I'll definitely get the one that's, like, right... Not even. I'll try and pick up the one where, like, we're dying in the forest. And maybe the tower. If I run into a memory, I'll pick it up, basically. We don't have to get those until the very end. Nah, we're gonna be going all over the place. It's time to swap out Apple. I was just thinking of how highlights for the stream is mostly gonna be us talking about Dairy Queen, Tears of the Kingdom leaks, and our collab. Yeah, it's definitely gonna leak in a bunch. Yeah, I think it'll be fine still. We're gonna, because Steve is faster, so we'll use him instead. What's actually cool is since the audio and like I have the audio and the gameplay like separate, right, on the recording. So like when I record it and when I put it into my editor, they're two separate tracks. So I can, like, if I need to, I can delete one of them. Yeah, I'll get to that in a bit. So like I can turn off me talking or turn off the game. So if I need to stop our conversation, like perhaps during the Master Sword part, I can do that. But otherwise, it should mostly be fine. I'm trying to finish this series, which is why I'm streaming this game a bunch this week. So hopefully hopefully the Tears of the Kingdom leaks will still be fairly timely to when I actually am able to upload this part. But also, this might be like... Actually, the Master Sword could be its own video. I'm not sure how I'll format it all. It might just be part of the one... It might be like a sort of filler episode. Yeah, it is kind of like a podcast. It might be more like a filler episode where it's like, okay, so in this episode, we get the Master Sword and go to the Hyrule Castle, and then we do one-hit obliterator. Oh, Jesus! Except you're playing Tears of the Kingdom, and I'm talking through chat, right? Oh my god, we just got shot. Steve, run! Ah! Why am I crashing? Okay, go. Wait, I can kill this thing. Screw you, guy! Shit. You mean Breath of the Wild? Yeah, I figured. Damn it. Oh, I was doing so well, too. If he didn't... He barely dodged my Master Sword swing. If he didn't dodge that, then he would have been dead. Because that would have killed his leg, and then he would have gone flying all over the place. Well, we're right here. So that means we get... Oh. Hi there. Chosen one. You kind of suck. Why did you die to that? The time has come. You are now ready to test the limits of your courage. That's the funny thing. No, I'm not. I'm not doing that. And a glorious trial will be bestowed upon you. No thanks, actually. Yeah, it's sort of like a podcast where you're talking in chat instead of being here. One day, maybe I'll do a podcast of some sort. Though, actually, me and my friends were considering doing a D&D podcast a little bit. But then we were thinking about the setup, right? And we figured, well, I figured that'd be too much, right? So I decided not to do it. If someone else, like, invited me to one, or, like, I was able to get on one, then I'd be willing to do it, sort of. Yeah, the J-Squad chat, yeah, it'd be that, basically. We thought about it. But, I determined it would be too much. On top of, like, all my videos. But yeah, if, like, I was ever invited to one or something, then I'd do it as, like, a guest, instead of being, like, a main guy who has to edit. Steve, now's the worst time possible, Steve! You coward, Steve! Oh, I saved your ass, Steve! You know, you never do forget the timing for this. It's like riding a bike. Yeah, I saw your name. You do have a J name. Yeah, I saw it, like, on the Google Doc for a little bit. Break it! Okay, he's dead. Yeah. Steve almost got us killed right there. It's John? Yeah. I didn't know if you wanted it said on stream, so that's why I just said on the Google Doc. But yeah, your name's John. Looping back around to that thing you brought up earlier. Yeah, the NPCs in this game are just Miis, which is pretty neat to think about. Oh no, that's all right. Good. Okay. I don't know. I have a bad habit of saying the actual names of people, like that Apollo guy who I've done some collabs with. Occasionally I have said his actual name on stream. He doesn't care anymore, probably because of how many times I've done it. But there's a few people who I'm scared to ask to collab with because I'm worried I'd, like, accidentally blunder and say their name during it. And I don't want to do that. Yeah. Oh wait, who? I am going to refrain from bringing them up. I didn't know that would also hurt Steve. Yeah, he walked it off. That'd be crazy if I said their names. Yeah, so I'm just going to not They didn't bring up a collab. We haven't discussed it. The people who I'd have in mind. Yeah, Steve just got shocked, man. I'm gonna leave him there until the rain subsides. But yeah, I had a couple of people in mind who I probably would have asked about it by now, but I decided that since I know their actual names, you know, it's probably best to not. But yeah, Steve, I can't believe Steve lived. I don't think you were there for the stream for that, but there's like a stream where like Steve basically fell into a river and should have died, but the only reason I was able to bring him back is because he has that armor set on, which lets you like teleport them. Yeah, Steve is like a dead man walking at this point, if I'm being completely honest with you. Like the fact that he's still around is crazy. He is. He's definitely, like, up there in, like, the power scaling. He's super powerful. Oh, I didn't have stamina. I was gonna try and fly a little bit. Wow, thunderstorms in this part of the map are really annoying. I've never considered it that way before. I know there's a shrine. I mean, a memory somewhere on this side of the map, but I can't quite remember exactly where it is. Trying to find it. Damn it. Have any vids videos? Say that 5 times fast. I think he told me about them. And, like, I looked at the link, but I haven't watched any of their stuff. Well, that was convenient. Hylia was on my side in that battle. I'll check him out sometime. I forgot that stable was there. Wait, no, I didn't. I forgot it was on that side of the river. Where in the world's this memory at? I really wish it was. Another one? Really? He's pissed after he died from the lightning. Damn rules! Okay. Heal up before we die. Man, why is Link doing a Tony Hawk? Great question. Oops, I hope I don't need any meat. Okay, I think the memory's in this forest. I think it's this one. Oh, the thunder subsided, I think. Okay, Steve, you're back on the table. Yes, it's this one, definitely. You know, it would certainly suck if I died in, like, a terrible fire. Well, you know, if we were running away and we lost completely. That would certainly suck if we completely failed our mission and were in a hopeless situation. I'm thinking of making a sitcom-style intro for a future episode. That'd be funny. You should do that. But able to be add you in there. Yeah, we can figure something out for that.
How did it come to this? The divine beasts, the guardians, They've all turned against us. It was Calamity Ganon. It turned them all against us. And everyone, Mifa, Urbosa, Rivali and Daruk, they're all trapped inside those things. It's all my fault. Our only hope for defeating Ganon is lost. All because I couldn't harness this cursed power. Everything I've done up until now, it was all for nothing. So I really am just a failure. All my friends, the entire kingdom, my father most of all. I tried and I failed them all. I left them all to die.
Truly unfortunate. Are they even allowed to say they died in an E10 plus rated game? Well, that's probably why it's rated E10 plus. Okay, what way are we even going? Actually, no, that's a lie. I know the real reason it's rated E10 plus. It's because there's one reference to alcohol at the bar in Gerudo Town. That's the actual reason. Scotty's nuts. Annoying. Why did you go into the mud, Steve? What the heck happened? Oh, there's a fence. I'm kind of tempted to get the tower right now. I have not filled out that form, actually. I considered it, but I don't know what I'd suggest. I might have put the L button. Because I'm unoriginal like that. And tell me you didn't post the L button. Sorry. Too late. Damn, that's what I'm thinking of doing. Well, multiple people will probably do it. He'll probably do it as like a joke section. I think he already did it as a joke section, actually. Like in some other video. Maybe we can get like a 1 minute long thing. Well, it'll probably win, but it probably won't like get picked. Man, that would be hype. Maybe have like a big skit episode. That's what it would be if you ever did the L button. I missed that. Okay, before we get on the Great Plateau, I'm gonna go pick up the memory that's over here. Because this one's a bit more out of the way. And, I'd mostly just be excited to finally have my name in a Scott the Wild credits. Lol, I've been kicking myself ever since this in December. Yeah, that would certainly be neat. Maybe one day. Bro, I feel like this has been happening for the past 2 streams, where like the best part of the night horse riding theme is about to kick in, and then I find some enemies or something, and it just ruins it. Huh. That's unfortunate. To take sad faces of themselves holding the bad games? Yeah. You could have done chicken shoot or whatever it is. Alright. Memory number deuce. I forget what even happens in this one. I think this is just her being insecure. That's not how I should describe it at all. That's messed up, man.
I doubt this will let up anytime soon. Your path seems to mirror your father's. You've dedicated yourself to becoming a knight as well.
Yep.
Your commitment to the training necessary.
My father was in the art book, you know.
Really quite
The Breath of the Wild one.
I
And my
thought
sister.
you would be the chosen one.
They didn't make it into the game, unfortunately.
What if one day you realized that you just weren't meant to be a fighter? Yet the only thing people ever said was that you were born into a family of the royal guard, and so no matter what you thought, you had to become a knight. If that was the only thing you were ever told, I wonder then, would you have chosen a different path?
Memory returned. Oh, hi, Steve. We're gonna just cross this river manually and then bring Steve back like that. I swear. Oh, it's thundering again. Never mind, Steve. You sit this one out. Wait a minute. You left Steve to the skeleton? Nah, he can fend for himself. He's fine. He's Steve. Not only is it thundering, it's raining. Which means, climbing the Great Plateau is gonna be terrible. Oh, true. He is Steve. Steve can mess stuff up sometimes. I think he, like, kicked a guy in one of the videos. Okay. We're going for the big brain play. Watch this. Stop! I literally have 3 of these things. And he's a natural lightning rod, so you better be careful. Doesn't Master Sword shoots off beams of energy? If I am at full health, then yes. Yeah, I can. Like in Link Between Worlds? It's not just Link Between Worlds, it does it in, like, basically every game. Observe. Great. That's the one that caused it to, hit the durability. Well, I'm not sure if it's every game. All the 2D ones, at least, I'm pretty sure. I'm not sure about most of the 3D ones, because that's a bit harder to do. But yeah, most of the 2D ones, it has that. Yeah. I don't even feel the need to do the Korok puzzles anymore because I know I'm never going back to the forest. Go, go. Hurry up, Steve. Huh. See, Steve just ran over that jelly. Okay, here's the tough part. We have to climb up this. I don't know if I have enough stamina to do this. I'm sure we can make it. There we go. Okay, yeah. Here. Then just take it nice and steady. Kind of seems like it's about to rain again, but I'm sure it'll be fine. Hopefully with this armor we can beat it out. Oh yeah, we'll make it up just fine. It's fine. It's pretty crazy having to climb back onto here instead of just teleporting to the shrine. But it's coming full circle, kind of. Great Plateau. We return. Hey. Can we? Hi, Steve. It's pretty crazy that you can get a horse on the Great Plateau because of this armor set. I remember there was like... I feel like people were going to try that challenge of getting a horse on without it, but then it came out and people just decided not to bother. I feel like that would be a worthwhile thing to still try and attempt. I wonder if that's possible. Maybe with like some like a flying machine like contraption, maybe you could do it like that. I don't know, it'd be really difficult and your horse is very liable to death that way. How would you even like control the flying machine is the part of the problem. Because you need to use like the leaf, the correct leaf, in order to control it. But the problem of doing that is that it's such close vicinity to your horse that you're pretty liable to just hit it. I don't even think that would work. I don't know. Shrine of Resurrection. Here we are. Cinematic RP, right? Walk. I gotta Photoshop a wide roster of Jason-verse characters to the Smash roster like Skelly and Steve. That'd be fun. Alright, let's examine this. Here's my iPhone. Trigger slate and champion verification complete. Activating the Divine Beast Tamer's trial. Go get him. Alright. Oh ho ho, here it is. I feel like Nintendo's really trying to appeal to Gen Z with their new games, like Pokemon having phones now. A little bit. And Zelda phones. To be fair, that was supposed to be the Wii U gamepad, but it definitely became a bit more of a phone. Alright. Let's do this. What do you mean my weapon stash is full? I guess in the new one will be an arm foam. Well, yeah, it is kind of an arm foam for Link, but there's been like a couple pieces of artwork, which I'm not sure if they're in the book, but they definitely have been released where like Zelda has a new Sheikah Slate that looks a bit more like a Switch than the gamepad. Uh-oh. Oh, this is unfortunate. It feels like this just happened. I am Maz Kosha. I now address the one who wishes to master a divine beast. To undertake this task requires unwavering dedication. That weapon defeats foes with one hit. However, the reverse is also true. as its wielder will also fall to a single strike. You can use this weapon's ability only twice within a set period of time, only when it's glowing. When enough time passes, the weapon will regain its sheen along with its power. At the 4 marked locations within the Great Plateau. Defeat all monsters present to prove your power. If you are not up to the challenge, leave the plateau. The weapon will return here, and the trial will end. The one-hit obliterator. Alright, there we go. So what's crazy about this challenge is that it always is a challenge, and it's also not going to get very changed much by my rules. So that's neat. What else was I gonna say? Oh, that glow that was like surrounding Link when he was taking damage. It was kind of similar to like the Malice in the Tears of the Kingdom trailers. That's neat. Let's see what you said. Yo, I saw a Family Guy episode today, and in it, Peter Griffin looks a little like Chris Chan. You know, that's pretty crazy. I think I'm gonna move the conversation past Chris Chan, though. I do not really discuss. I don't want to discuss them in any capacity. They are certainly an internet figure, all right. Anyway. Before I do this challenge, I am going to go... Yeah, I'm going to go in to get, some more water. Yeah, we want to be a bit more lighthearted around here. But yeah, we're gonna, I'll be right back. I'm just gonna grab some more water real quick. And then we'll attempt the challenge. So I'll leave some funky music on too. Let's go with... Yeah, let's go with some Talon Overworld from Metroid Prime. This is probably a bit loud. Wait, are we already doing the Champion's Ballad? Hold on, yeah. Yeah, that's what this is. This is the Champion's Ballad. This is like the first step in it. We've been going really fast this stream. But yeah, that's what we're doing. But I will be right back. See you in a little bit. Alright, I'm back. Oh, just as the song ended. How perfect timing. Let's see. You were paying attention to Discord for a while? That makes sense. But yeah, we managed to get up to the plateau. At some point. Anyway. Get this stuff off screen. Get this text off. Let's start this challenge, the one-hit obliterator. Alright. 4 places. Easy. Now what's cool about this challenge is that it means you can potentially make use of some alternative equipment, perhaps. So, like... we'll use the snow boots once we have to go to the snow. I don't have the stealth set, so I mean, I guess it's not. There's nothing I have that's too useful. I don't have anything particularly that'd help me. There's no stealth or like attack up. Well, attack up doesn't matter because it's one hit. Yeah, this is really like the best one. And then we'll swap out of the climber set when we get to the you know, to the snow area. Well, we'll just put on the warm doublet. Let's get this. Alright, first one's down here in the forest. I have to see something first. You're back. Welcome back. I am also back. Crazy. I'm glad we're both back. Had stream on mute. I see. That makes sense. I was gone after all. Yeah, I'm glad you're still here. It's very nice having someone to actually talk to on these streams. So thank you for watching, I suppose. What I'm saying. Oh, is that it? I swore this is where the talus was. I wanted to try and one-hit it with the sword, but I could have swore it was right here. Maybe they remove it. What? Are you here alone most of the time? Usually there's like... It depends on the day. Sometimes there's a couple people in chat. Sometimes it's just me. It's never like lonely, but you know, it makes it more involved. Better content. Yeah, all that. Oh god. Bats, I hear. Bats would suck in this challenge, I just realized. For the one-hit obliterator anyway. Hurry up, come back, come back. Okay. Oh god, he has a range weapon. Oh god! Bats! Ah! I forgot how scary this one was. I have not done this challenge in so long. Go away, go away. Close one. Oh nice, you changed up the gear? Yeah, because armor doesn't help you in this challenge, so I put on the climbing set and the snow walking boots, so that way, like, because those vaguely help. I mean, not particularly. Well, It helps for climbing, and then once we get to the snow region, it'll help for walking around. I think this is the last guy. Yeah, sounds like it. Was it not? Apparently, someone's still alive. Well, I guess I had room for it. That bow's pretty good because it's another one of the first-person bows. Oh, there you are. There we go. Alright, got him. We're starting to do the DLC shrines, which what's fun about these is that these can be a bit harder. Since the game knows you've cleared, like, the Divine Beasts already, it can expect you to solve harder puzzles. And also, these on the plateau require you to, you know, do it without getting hit. Fuck this Solar and I'm this one. Oh. Wow, that was unnecessarily, like, dangerous for me to do there. Oh, missed it. Damn it. Kill the chest, maybe? Damn it. Got the ball, got the ball. No, I didn't. Missed it. Okay, step forward. Damn it. Damn it. That one. No! Okay, be patient, Jason. Be patient. This one's easy. Yeah, this one's pretty challenging. Okay, there we go. We got one of them. See, this one's kind of scary because I feel like if you mess this one up, like putting this ball in, it could literally kill you. Alright, there we go. I think that opens that door. Yes, and then we need the other one to open the actual door, I'm pretty sure, for like the shrine. Oh, we need to grab that next. Missed it. Alright. Could have gotten the chest right there. Oh, missed. Again. Got it. Nope. Oh, I can do this. Give me a bit. Alright, got it. Take it slow. It should be out of the range of all the other stuff. Okay, now the difficult part is getting it past all that. I'll try and remove the metal balls first. Missed it. I want that chest. There. Nope, okay, we'll just bowl it out. Should be pretty easy to get. It always spawns right there. Damn it. Damn it. Got it. No, 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 no. Oh. It almost flew off the edge. That was 5 bombers. That's barely even worth it if we're being honest, but I'm glad I got him. Okay. Another one of these bows? Really? Neither of these are particularly good. You spent almost all of those in a bad aiming session. I know. Don't worry. We got them back, basically. I mean, this bow's not... I mean, it does the same thing that golden bow does, except it just, there's no differences, actually. It just does less damage than the golden bow. And probably has less durability. I'll grab it. Just, let's see what it is real quick. Quick shot, sure, why not, man? Alright. Here's the really dangerous part. These balls could easily kill you if you're not smart. But I think we can just take them and, like, place them on the side. And then, hopefully, the small balls don't, like, blunt force trauma me. And then all we have to do is carry them up. It would suck a lot to have to redo this shrine, so don't die via blunt force trauma or falling, Jason. We're gonna be patient. Wait for the balls to cross. There's another. Go! I got jump scared by that metal ball right there. That was literally like metal ball jump scare. Can you just throw them off the side? I think if you do that, they respawn since they always are like falling down, right? Metal ball jump scare. But I'm pretty sure placing them to the side caused 2 of them to spawn, but I just missed that 3rd one. Maybe. Alright, 1 shrine down. Couple more to go. 3 more to go. Alright, go over here next to the tower. Yeah, that should be my catchphrase, just screaming. I think it could really catch on as something that's popular. Fireballs. Why is there rolling barrels? Yeah, you enter a room and then just scream. Dude, people would literally clap if I did that as like a signature catchphrase thing. And then it just plays like the laugh track. Oh wait. Oh yeah, it's over there. I remember now. Yeah, it's very popular, especially in dangerous situations. I'm not sure why. I think your Smash intros card for the collab should be that'd be really good as like the tagline, just like just Jason. Ah! Turn around. He just went over the hill. Come back. I'm killing you. Oh, like actually, you're right. We did decide to put that there. I like screaming apparently. Probably because it's a very like easy joke to do. Not a lot of effort's really required if you think about it. And it's pretty maximum comedy. There's so many of them. They just didn't notice their friend just died. No, get out of the grass. There we go. You really do like screaming. Yeah, screaming is pretty funny if you think about it. The only problem here, it might be all those car crashes. Yep, that's it. That's the reason. Let me see. I think these might be the last 3. Oh wait, there's one more up here. We should kill him first, because if not, then he'll definitely like kill us by throwing one of the barrels. Oh shit! They heard! They heard! Was it just him? Guardian jump scare. It is all those cars. That is like the equivalent to a car crash in this game, or like a close one. Okay, now instead of trying to use these barrels like a fool, watch this. That's all of them. Got it. Put them on ice. So easy. I feel like this one-hit obliterate challenge might be slightly better if you couldn't use a bow. Although, then again, the bow is clearly intended based on the fact that they do hand you the not just 1, but 2 of the first-person bows. So they're probably intending you to snipe some of these guys. Blade Blade's probably not better than anything I have, so. Beast, beast. Save. I'm no coward. I just like to save. Let's see what this one is. I think that one of these is more like an Indiana Jones trap. I don't remember a lot of the DLC shrines, because it's been a while since I played them. Have you done a Breath of the Wild review at all? No, I haven't done one of those yet. I could. This might be the Indiana Jones one I was kind of talking about. I just don't know what I'd say that hasn't already been said. I am planning to do some more like analysis stuff for Breath of the Wild. Like I'm gonna talk about each of the divine beasts and what they do well. When you complete this challenge and before Tears of the Kingdom out, it would come out and be perfect. Maybe. As like a retrospective thing, I could. We'll see. We'll see what I do. But yeah, I definitely remember this temple. I'm planning to do a video saying called Goodbye to Hyrule. Well, not Goodbye to Hyrule. It would be Goodbye to Breath of the Wild, where I, you know, say goodbye. Like, I'll release it like a day before Tears of the Kingdom comes out. God, ooh, I thought I got hit by that second one. I can't believe I didn't, in fact. Alright, this is the last part, I think. And I'm pretty sure this is where I died the first time I did this shrine, because it's like a chase. Ah! Ah! Oh! Oh! Yeah, I'll consider. I think there's, you know, a lot's already been said about Breath of the Wild, and you know, analyzed so much. But I'll certainly see what I can think about it. What have you been doing? What are you teasing me about? Enjoying some Breath of the Wild stream. Thank you. I wonder where you've been doing that. Thank you, though. Yeah, I'll think about it. I'll definitely do something for Tears of the Kingdom. I should have been filming well, but I really have been enjoying this. Nice. I'm glad. I've been having a lot of fun, too. Oh, look, it's Bird. Hi there, Cass. You're like the one comfort in this terrible, terrible place. I don't care if I wasted it. Yeah, I mean, you have to find the balance for, like, having fun and, getting productive stuff done. Which, that's kind of easy for me to say, considering this is both fun and productive for me. But, you know. And you have tomorrow to, like, upload your stuff or whatever. Anyway. How unexpected to see a traveler here. Ah, we meet again, Not to be rude, but you don't look so well. Cash, I'm dying. Much like this plateau. You're looking mighty dreary. Oh, I apologize. Perhaps it is not my place to say as much. I understand more than most the burden of travel. As for me, I came to this spot to pursue an ancient song about a hero of this very plateau. I can't shake the feeling that we were destined to meet here. In any case, would you like to hear my song? Sure! Thank you, Time Traveler. Now then, please open your ears and your heart to my song. The flames crawl, the waters rise. The lightning strikes, the wind sighs. A beast beyond the divine four awaits a hero forevermore. Just not the sound. Leave horses riled. Breathe in the breath of the wild. They said it! They said it! Curious indeed, as it were. I pursued my teacher's old notes and found that song there. Huh. You know what that song means, Cass? It means I get to walk around the entire map again. What sort of sound could alarm a horse so effectively? Kaboom? Kapow? Rumble? Rumble? Honestly, haven't a clue. It certainly helps to visit locations that inspired the song. Yes, it helps to open my mind. Those notes had other interesting songs too. I plan to visit those locations as well. Well, we're in for a long lap around Hyrule. Anyway, let's continue. It's so funny that you decide, let's go ahead and name drop the game right here, why not? Had to make sure those bees weren't following me. Okay. Should be one more around here. Yeah, right up ahead. I just saved. This challenge makes you... This part of the game makes me so paranoid. So how are you doing, lol? Right now, pretty nice. Dying in one hit's not very fun. Uh-oh. I think I've asked this before. Yeah, you asked this when you, like, joined, I think. I can't tell if they saw me. I don't think they did, actually. Die. It's fine. It's fine. So is Skelly gonna show up in any new episodes? We have some ideas, eventually. I do have an idea for him in the next Jacklades, but obviously that's gonna take a while. I think there's some ways we could incorporate him. The only hard part is that we basically only have one picture of Skelly, right? Because for the main video of him, we are able to, like, take him out of the shed. But obviously, he's in the shed right now. So we only have, like, the one image of him from Jacklades that I can work with, like the PNG of him. So which we could put him in a couple... Will there be any new J Squad vids? Mr. Jason. I'm gonna finish what I was saying about Skelly. So we had to take him out. I could, like, you know, in the Taco Bell video, I could potentially crop some more stuff out, but that'd be a bit more effort. As for J Squad, we don't have anything filmed, but I do have some plans for us to, like, play some games. I wanted to this weekend, but unfortunately Jacob, Twiggy Boy, he's out, like visiting his girlfriend right now, so we couldn't do it this weekend. But, eventually we're gonna do Nintendo Land and probably some other stuff. I also have, he's not gonna see this stream, and if he does, then okay, I guess he deserves to know. But, that Alone in the Dark game that got added to, like, the NSO, like the Game Boy one, I'm planning to... You idiots! I'm planning to have him and me play through that, and I'm going to surprise him with that, so don't tell him I told you that, but I do plan for us to play bad video games. Yeah, that's what we'll be doing. And as we're making a 3D model of Skelly, that would be really cool, but also really difficult. I'd probably have to, like, pay someone to do that. Hi there. God, that guy having a Korok leap's so mean. There's so many of them. Is there any more? Please tell me I killed them all. Where is this last guy? I feel like I could get ambushed. Oh, I haven't been reading chat. Hold on. Oh, cool. Do all J Squad members have J in their names? I have a friend who would do it for free. Oh, making this model? I'll consider it, maybe. He makes Scott the Wild's-esque review videos and has, like, a full cinematic universe of videos with models and such. Yeah, later, like, yeah, give me, like... I've been looking for people to collab with, too, in general. So, yeah, I'll look into them. I mean, if you can, like, have us meet or whatever, we'll do. Yeah, that'd be cool. But yeah, all of us have J in our name. You know, I'm Jason. There's, Cello Therapy, who's, Jameson, and then Twiggy Boy is Jacob. Where the hell is this last jerk? Oh, they're on a horse, I think. Oh, do you have to kill the horses too? I'm sorry, horse. Yeah. It is really convenient how it worked out. Yeah, it is. I mean, I don't think it's that rare, but it's definitely not. I mean, it is competing with 25 other letters of the alphabet, I suppose. Where's the last guy? In Canada, it sure is? Oh, that might be it, yeah. Oh, there you are. Die! Alright, there we go. That victory music feels particularly good, since that's probably the most dangerous one, although I don't remember what the snow one's like. I can totally send you his channel link. Yeah, go ahead. And then, yeah, send me that, and then at some point, we can, like, talk on Discord or something. He's a really friendly guy. That would be cool, then. I'm sure he'd love to meet you. Yeah, I'm sure that sounds nice. I would like to meet them, too. Oh. This one's really funny. I forgot if they had one of these on this, as part of this challenge. This is so good. They put this one there more as like a joke, but it's totally a worthwhile joke to do. Okay, it's a major test of strength. You got this. Come on, Jason, you got this. That's the thing though, because that guy starts out by shooting you, so it's totally possible for someone to just get completely juked out by them and not expect the lasers and just die like really embarrassingly there. I'll take the axe. The spear is not really worth it, I feel like. Oh wait, I'm pretty sure these are good for shield surfing. So I'll take that too. Yeah, I'm glad. This one's really funny to have in this challenge. If we can just clear out the last enemy camp in the shrine. Uh-oh. Oh, I forgot that this one has a few more parts to it than just, I forgot that they do this. Yeah, I got cocky. I forgot. There's multiple to this. Yeah, this might be useful. Yeah, I remember this shrine now. It's still a really cool subversion of expectations then, I suppose. You thought it was over. What's wrong with you? It's barely even begun. Alright, we don't really need bombs right now. So swap to those. Man, that music is so good, but it just brings back memories of stress, right? I know. The music in this game is so good. Some people don't like the minimalistic nature of it, but it is just so perfect. And it's, like the combat music especially. Like, really just makes you think. Whoop! That could have easily killed me. Ooh, ancient. That's really good, because if we can make like that really good bow. Yeah, the one where the guardians are hunting you down. You know what? But I was talking about it on the stream yesterday, where the music for the like on Death Mountain, that music is so good. Just like, cause it's such a nice like change of pace from the main overworld themes, and like you know, the Goron City is really good too. This game's got. Oh, I can't wait to see what they do with the music in Tears of the Kingdom. What will they do with the music? Because I'm so used to like the themes we already have for this game. So it's going to be so weird if it's just completely different. I feel like Sonic Frontiers was also able to tap into that nature without feeling like it copied, even though they are like both just, I'm going to assume you mean piano keys, which yeah, I haven't played that yet, but one of these days I will. And yeah, I heard that a lot too, where I was able to like do the same thing. Okay, okay, get behind this place first. This is so annoying. Jesus. Oh yeah, you meant piano keys. Yeah, okay. Dead. I'm not a coward. I'm just smart. There's a huge difference you have to take in mind. I don't know why I said camera. It might have been because I saw you open the camera in game. I don't think No, I definitely did not open the camera. I mean, not in the shrine anyway. Maybe a while back, yeah, but not. It's fine. Yeah, I'm not mad at you for like, how dare you say camera actually. But yeah, you know. All right, we cleared this one. This is a really good shrine. I love the Tears of the Kingdom music from the director. Yo, the music they have in there is really good too. Especially like the background, like the reversed talking. So, I hopefully that's like somewhat in the game too. Also, yeah, I see your Discord message. I'll look at that later. I do wonder what the overall theme was like, because there's no way they can just... Yeah, I saw it. Yeah, I do. There's no way they can just, like, recycle the, you know, what they already have, right? That'd be really weird. Like, I'm sure, like, the same, like, themes or whatever will be reused, but they can't just do it again. So, it'll be interesting to see. My personal hope is... I can send you his Discord and server if you want. Yeah, go ahead, sure. Personally, what I hope for is, and it's the one complaint about the music in this game that I agree with, is, I hope they add a bit more variety between the different regions, because, the overworld theme's kind of used basically everywhere. Like, Akala, Hyrule Field, and, like, a bunch of other just, like, you know, the grassy places are all the same at the end of the day. So, it would be very nice for them to, make it so that it's different in each like grass area, because they do have different vibes but same music, which makes it just a bit more generic. But we'll see. I trust them. Wait, is this the third person who's on just your second account? Wait. This is the third person who's just on your second account. What? Wait, what do you mean? No, sorry, lol. Wait. I have no clue what you're saying. What? I meant, is the third viewer of the stream... Oh, I get it. Well, I would hope not, because that third viewer would definitely be you. Oh, wait. Never mind, I mixed up what you meant. But yeah, one of them is definitely my second account, I think, because I use my phone to see chat sometimes, too. Don't tell anyone I told you that, though. But yeah. It's convenient to use that. We're almost up there. Okay. Swap on out into the warm doublet now. I was just wondering, since they wouldn't have said anything. You know, I quite like it being the two of us. Yeah, it's just makes something a bit more personal, I guess. Parasocial something relationships, blah blah blah. I mean, even though we've talked a lot in Discord, so it doesn't really apply to us, I suppose. But yeah, it's very you know, conversations can be had easier. You know, at a certain point, at 100 viewers a stream or whatever, you start to lose that. So it's nice right now. That said, if the Twitch gods would like to give me 100 viewers, I will not decline them. I'm making that Smash roster right now? Cool. I'm just saving all the time. Okay, they're just over here. Probably that smoke. That's so many keys, man. Climb up, climb up, climb up, climb up. I got a plan for these guys. Shit, shit. Alright, fight for your life! Hang on, I might have to head out now. I mean, that's fine. Thank you for coming down if you do. It's been very, very cool. Oh god, there's so many of them. There's so many of them. Oh no. Oh! Ah! Well, you headed out on a funny note, I suppose. See you next time. I can't believe... I mean, if it was one of the monsters, I suppose that would have been fine. But, like, the snowball? Yeah. Have a good one. Yes, talk to you tomorrow. Stupid. Okay, it's just the one guy. Just this one. Die. Climb up this way. Oh, of course, a shooting star now. This has happened so much throughout this run, where there's just an abnormal amount of shooting stars at the most inconvenient time. Like, I swear, it just keeps happening, and we can never pick them up because they're too far. Like, I'm in the challenge. I should just disable those, if I'm being honest, for, like, the one-hit obliterator. No, shit. Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. Alright, there we go. Alright, I think we just have to kill some jellies now, so it should be fairly easy. Well, I've never gotten the white choo-choo jelly before. I mean, I guess I didn't explore the mountains too much, so that makes sense. Lots of good stuff here, though. Is this a blizzard rod? I don't even know if this has lost any durability, but we can swap them out. Oh, that's it, that's it. We don't have to kill the jellies. It's over. There we go. Last shrine for the day. Oh, it's the dark one. I remember this now. Use the... We can, if we use that shield, it generates slightly more light for us to see with. Alright. I wasn't sure if those moved or not. Alright. First part cleared. Well, I mean, we can't do this without any deaths anymore. We died that one time. But still. We might as well... Yeah, I mean, we have to be careful. I don't know why I was suggesting we should be careful. We have to. It's the challenge. I know eventually some enemies show up. Not sure when. I was talking about this on the stream yesterday too. I mean, this shrine has so much of an identity just because it turns out the lights, right? I feel like they could have done... I mean, I don't know. If they did too many dark shrines, it'd be annoying. But I feel like they could have found more ways to have, like, more unique shrines like this. Nice. That might be all of them. I don't remember. Okay. I think this is it, yeah. I think the lights turned back on right here. See, like that small little detail gives it so much identity. Like you're in the clear now. It's all over. Spirit orb attained. The last one too. We did it. I am Mas Kosha. You have done well to conquer the trials laid before you. You are Hyrule's beacon of hope. But your trials have only just begun. The divine weapon shall lead you. Oh boy. Oh no, where are these things going? Uh-oh. Why are you like, what are you going up for? What are you doing? Why are you going to the four corners of the map? What do you mean I have to walk around it all again? This is disastrous. Oh boy. We gotta wander the world one more time, chat! One more time! Now that you've proven your power, a new journey awaits! Go to the 4 locations that will be revealed to you, and reach for greater heights than ever before. Oh boy. Oh boy, man. Well, yeah, let's head over to the Temple of Time to save there. I think we're gonna end the stream. But we can get a stamina vessel. According to my rules, I am not allowed to get any more, hearts. But we still have room for, I think, 2 more stamina wheels. I want enough stamina to fill that second wheel at least. That's really what I intended for that number to end up being. Temple of Time. What a sacred place. Hi there, Hylia. Give me another stamina wheel. Yeah, we get 1 more wheel at some point. Alright. We can put on my good armor again, too. Alright then. Next time, Breath of the Wild. We begin our journey to re-go around Hyrule and clear out the Champion's Ballad. Starting with Gerudo Desert! Yay! Thank you for watching. See you then.